All right, what's up? It's the Haters Ball. It's your boy Dumb It Down. I'm here with my older brother, the old Baldy, and my younger brother, B Dog, coming with the sarcasm today.
It's that's me.
All right, that wasn't. All right, let's go. Let's start off, man. Jump into the Olympics, man. You just watched B Dog. You were super excited for that USA game, right? Tell us about. Break it down for us, man.
I'm been excited about all the Olympics, man. I love it. I love Olympics. Gets me very patriotic, man. But that basketball game was great. First of all, I had to watch my man Wimby. I'm in Texas, San Antonio, so I'm rooting for Wimby. So that was great to watch. And then
Wait,
America,
wait, wait, wait.
man,
You room for some dudes from France?
I'm rooting for Wimby. I said,
You just said that your
Nah,
words were,
nah,
I feel
nah,
very
nah.
patriotic. I feel very patriotic from the Olympics. I'm rooting for the French people.
Just
That
because
don't make no sense,
they
dog.
flag red,
not
white,
what
and
I
blue don't
said.
mean that's America. Dog.
I said
Nah.
I'm rooting for Wimby. And yeah, man, I just love to see Wimby be great in the world. This is exciting. I'm excited to see him go against America, what it's going to be like. But that
That's
game
not
today against
patriotism,
Serbia
dog. That's
was
not patriotism.
Yeah,
That's
that's
not. That's not
trash
how it
behavior.
works. You're supposed
that
That's
to
game
be.
against
unacceptable.
Serbia was crazy today. I was nervous, but we pulled it out. We the best still.
Who is we?
Yeah, I know. What are
America.
you talking about? Are you French? Are you American? Which one?
I'm Wimby.
You wimpy.
You about 2 feet
Need to
shorter
get
than
I,
me.
no, I need to get that jersey. The overseas jersey is hard, actually.
All right,
You
man.
gonna wear French clothes? Nah, this is unacceptable, man. How do we? How did this happen? Dumb it down. I
I don't
blame
know,
you.
man. I don't
I
listen,
blame you.
dog. Listen, bro. I'm America. I'm Team America all the way. God bless America. No place else. What movie was that from? With Chris Rock, man. That's
Yeah.
yeah, man. The so Baldy, what's your take on the Olympics? You saw something?
I don't care about the Olympic basketball at all, man.
Oh, okay.
Like if they don't win, then I'd be surprised, but I don't really care. I don't care about that.
Yeah,
But I did like
I
to
hate.
watch the races. I couldn't believe your boy won that super close, that 100, Noah Lyles. And
Mm-hmm.
then
Yeah,
yeah,
that was crazy.
he only got a bronze today, but he had COVID when he ran. I
Yeah,
don't know how
so
much that stopped
That
you
was,
from running,
I don't
but
like
it could,
that.
it could be. I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna let that rock because I'm not gonna hate because I mean he did win the gold in the 100, so
Nah,
I
I
mean,
got
being
hate
if
for
sick
he
is
was
that.
in
being
both,
sick.
okay.
You don't think that definitely affects you? You got COVID and you run. It affects
I
you.
don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. If you say so.
That's
Okay.
just a crazy, crazy thing. I don't know, man. He all dramatic with it too. Like, I don't like that. Like the day after you win 100 is super dramatic. I got hate for
No,
that.
that was like 4 days ago, huh?
Now the day after you have to do the semifinal, the qualifiers and stuff for the 200 or whatever, the
Oh,
400.
okay.
So
Yeah,
even
yeah, yeah.
after that, when they showed him in the training room, he had the mask on and stuff, running for that, and you still qualified. Like, if you had the COVID then, just say you wasn't up for it. Why you got to put on a show and make sure everybody see you with the? I don't know, man. That's weird to me.
So you
I
feel
ain't like
like he
that.
was? Well, you saying you feel like he was putting on a like he was being theatrical
He
about
just
it? Like I
wanted,
don't know.
yeah,
He
he
wasn't
want
really
people to feel
sick.
bad for him. Nah, I mean he could have been, but you just won 100 the day before you had COVID, right? So say you got it that night. I don't know, whatever. Then you qualify after you have COVID. We see you with the mask on pre-qualification. You qualify with the mask on. During that time, if you gonna run with it, just say I got it and leave it be. I don't understand why you had to keep it hush hush and talk about it after. I don't feel good. I had COVID. This and that.
So you
I
saying
don't care.
you think he just used it? He copied please. Basically, is what you saying. He
I
he
think
wasn't
so.
talking about it beforehand, but then he afterwards he's saying he just using it as a.
Yeah, yeah. I don't like it, but I do got hate for him. I think
I
that
see
dude's very annoying.
All right.
you But why?
Yo,
What do you
yo, your mic started messing up again, Baldy. Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
what you just did.
But did you see the women's 400 hurdles? That chick is amazing. Um,
Which
what's her
one?
name? Oh man, I forgot her name. I was talking about it
She's so
yesterday and
amazing you
today.
forgot her name.
Are you talking about the? You talking about the girl from the Netherlands? The white girl that?
No,
No.
no, USA, nigga. The greatest
Oh,
he
okay.
set the world record today too.
Oh, I didn't see
Oh,
that one. I didn't see that one. I didn't see that one. So, all
400
right, yeah.
hurdles. Yeah,
I
she
ain't
is
been excited
fire.
about it, man.
Sarah McLaughlin or Sydney McLaughlin, LeBron, she's married. Set the world record today. She is fire, like by a lot. She beat them by like almost
Mhm.
7/10 of a second. Like it wasn't close. She was beating their ass. She is cold.
All right,
All right, so how
dope,
much money
dope.
you won, man? You been betting on the Olympics, Doug?
No,
What the Olympic bets look like?
Why not? Why? Yeah. Why
Oh,
you not? They don't have bets for the Olympics.
I don't. I haven't. I ain't been betting like that. I'm chilling.
if
I
you
don't
win,
know.
if you win a bet for dressage or one of these wax sports, then you like the number one gambler of all time.
Yeah, it sounds like B Dog
Sure
turned
there are
over a new
people.
leaf, man. I don't know. Yeah. All right, so let's move on, man. Let's get to the hip hop, man. Let's get to the hip hop first, man. We got to talk about the hometown, the Hot Boys, man. BG and Turk, man. BG dropped another single. He's been dropping every Friday. So far I feel like I've liked all the singles, but he dropped what's it? It's the hands. What's the name of the song? Hands down, hands up,
Hands up.
hands
Yeah.
up. How y'all feeling, man? He actually said we ain't never. He said him and Turk ain't never making up. He dissed him. He called him out by name. And he said, Hot Boy's still happening, but Turk ain't gonna ever be in it. So he said he was never even supposed to be in it originally. So how y'all feel, man? Do you think this, what y'all thoughts on this?
Go ahead, Baldy. I know you very
Oh,
passionate.
I think that's gonna I think that's I mean, look, I understand why he mad and his hate for her. I think they could be fine without Turk, but I don't know if Wayne gonna go for that, man.
That's my thing. Because Wayne didn't perform with him before. So he's saying it like it's still gonna happen, but I don't think it's not gonna happen. Wayne ain't gonna perform or get on a track with them unless Turk is on there.
I
So
mean, I
that's
feel
the
like if
thing.
he's gonna do it, it's got to be done right, or he's not gonna do it. That's probably Wayne thing. Like he's like, I don't need to do this. So if I'm gonna do it, it's got to be the real thing or not, not the thing. But Turk only had like 4 lines. He could do that. He could sing that for whatever. He could have his trash verse. He could do his verse somewhere else. Let BG do his. You know what I mean? Let the rest of them work together. I guess I don't know how else to say it. I mean, I think it is probably that's over with, and that makes me sad.
Yeah, yeah,
Hmm. So
yeah.
you
I
don't
don't.
think
I
a
don't see
bag
that.
can fix it?
Well,
No, anything can be fixed.
I mean, the bag to me, like BG is saying, like it don't matter what the bag is. He not getting with him. I mean,
Yeah,
this is all happening
this is very
after
clear.
Lil Wayne already said he wasn't gonna perform with him without Turk. So BG is standing on it. He ain't moving.
Yeah.
I don't know if he feel like Wayne will give in or something, or if he's down to just do it with Juvie. I don't know, but
It ain't those no complex bars in his song, man. He's not the K Dot fans where you're like, oh, what does it mean that he did this? Nah, it's pretty straightforward, man. Recipe to Soldier Slim
yeah,
is I don't fuck with Turk, and that's it's pretty clear.
yeah. So I don't know. Turk keeps saying, I mean, when I see him on his podcast and stuff, he keeps saying, it'll get worked out, it could resolve. But like, I don't know, man. I don't know. He couldn't have been clearer. He couldn't have been any clearer about it. So I don't see
Yeah,
that ever happening. Yeah.
I mean, I see the back and forth, but I think BG winning, man. I mean, I'm just biased towards BG anyway. So Turk had versus Turk was cool, but Turk ain't BG, man.
Where? All right. Well, any other thoughts on that? before we move on, let's get to the main topics for today, man. We're gonna go to Big Sean, man. Big Sean's doing his rollout. He just pushed his album back a couple of weeks, but he just did interview with Charlamagne the God, and he had a lot of things to talk about. He also dropped a single and a video as well. And this is so he's been on his rollout. And his rollout really started before the beef, right? And then like he dropped his songs. I don't know if y'all remember that. He dropped a couple of songs, and then like the beef started like right afterwards. It was like the same day, came out, and then that was it. Like the Big Sean talk was just done. It was washed. So after this beef, now he's like restarted his rollout. So what y'all thoughts on, first off, on the rollout? Are y'all excited about the album? And then we'll get into some specifics about the interview.
Why would I be? I mean, excited about Big Sean? No, that's not. Those words don't go together. But I'll be down to listen to it. I mean, I'll check it out. B-Dog, you love Big Sean, right? Like, what? How you feel about it?
Yeah, I consider myself a Big Sean fan, but I don't like the. This is gonna sound terrible when I say it. I don't like the positive Big Sean records. I don't want to hear about that shit personally. I don't like that type of shit. So
you don't like Happy Big Sean. You want him to be sad and depressed.
No, I mean, like I said, my favorite album was the Dark Sky Paradise. So the aggressive Big Sean, yeah, I like that the most. I don't want to hear because his album I decided I felt was very positive, very family oriented, and I didn't want to hear that shit. So I'm good
Man,
on
you
that,
one of them toxic people that always want your artist to be depressed, dog. That's it. That's a. I mean, go ahead and say it. Stand on it. Say artists make better music when they say it.
Oh, that's a fact. That's
not true for everybody.
Yeah, I guess that can't be. That's not a fact, but it's better when you come from a real place that a lot of people can relate to. I'm not healing yet, so I can't go on this healing journey with him. I'm not healed yet. I'm not mature enough to
you
go
can relate
to
to all the hood stuff, though. You can relate to that positive.
Yeah,
I saw the video, straight bite of the Nas video. But still had the same type of stuff happening where they're looking at the cameras like the baby. That's all positive.
He put a GoPro on his baby head, man. That's crazy. How you put a GoPro on his baby head, dog?
Baby in the damn video.
Come on, man. It looked real to me. We gotta pull up the tape. It looked like he put a GoPro on his baby head, dog. I don't know.
Maybe he did. But it's just cool. You know, it's cool. I'm good with. I agree with you, man. That positive shit is lame, man. It's positive shit is lame. That's really the main issue. Is I don't really care about that positive shit. I saw, like I said, I like the video because I had kids. I had good feelings about the kid parts and stuff like that. Oh, that's so nice, you know what I mean? But really, he ain't showing all the annoying shit that be happening. So
no, he did. The baby threw up on him. All that.
That's all cute. The baby eating and making a mess is all cute. I'm telling
you, cute. Getting thrown up on ain't cute. I don't care what you say.
Was it throw up or spit?
It was throw up, dog. It was vomit, dog. It was vomit.
Still, it's not that bad. I'm telling you. When you got a kid and you feeding them and they make big messes, you be like laughing, like, "Oh, look at that! I got so many pictures of my kids eating, looking like making a mess." But nobody's happy about the shit that you got to clean up constantly. Or
you can't put that in the video though. You can't put that in the video.
The worst thing is the what you call them, like an explosion when that leak out or whatever. That's when you have to make like, "Oh, come on, man!"
Shout out to my daughter. She's going through that right now.
You can't put diaper blowouts in the video.
Whole day up.
The baby don't see it. That's the thing. The whole thing. The GoPro is on the baby head, dog. The baby don't see the blowout.
Everybody not smiling, man. That's what I'm saying. It's all smiles and good cuteness when you go to sleep. My kids, when they sleep, are so cute, so cute. Then they wake up making noise, hitting me or something. I'm like, oh, nah.
Yeah, that's funny.
All right, but go ahead.
But the project,
you want to talk about that interview too, right?
Yeah.
I was gonna say I feel like the project's gonna be a mix of both because he released both type of songs so far. So hopefully it's got a good mixture of both, so
You,
I can really
what do
enjoy
you
the
mean?
album.
Mix of both? What? Like happy
Because
and what?
the single, I'm pretty sure that Precision stuff was more aggressive.
Mm.
I don't remember the other one that came out, but a lot of those songs are a little bit more aggressive. This is the first super positive one that he's released, so
So when you say aggressive, I mean you just mean you want him to rap. That's what I'm hearing you say. You just like just rap, just spit some bars. I mean, it wasn't like he was talking about something like dark or on those
no,
songs, right?
yeah, I like shit talking Big Sean,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
like I said, I don't feel like he doesn't rap like on a he made a whole album, the I Decided. I don't think he wasn't not rapping on there. It's just most of the content was just like a more positive. My grandma, my grandpa did this. Like I don't know. I'm good on
I don't even
that.
remember that shit. To be honest with
All right. Well, listen. So shout out to Matt and Imperial Stats in the chat, man. Let us know, man, if y'all like Bud Sean at all. If anybody rock with Big
you. Yeah,
Sean at all, or if y'all like him when he's sad or aggressive or happy or whatever it is. What y'all think? Let's get to the interview, man, because the interview Charlemagne. They talked a lot about mental health. That's Charlemagne's thing uh,
Yeah.
now, and so they get into a lot of that. But Big Sean seemed like he was in a happy place, and he has a lot of questions about like just different things in the past, whether it's the control verse, whether it's the issues with Ye, Kanye, and stuff like that. And Big Sean, like he was like trying to be positive, like the whole time, like he's saying. But he did say a lot of he was trying to be truthful without like throwing shade at anybody. You know what I mean? So
hmm
what y'all think of the interview? And we'll go again. Like I don't know what stood out to you from the interview.
Man, I'm tired of this mental health shit. I knew once them two niggas get together, hey, them two, they mental health freaks, so they was gonna talk about that shit as the energy, the vibe, I don't want to hear all of that shit, bro. I hated that part. I was
Dang,
like,
bro.
skip, 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 skip. Don't want to hear none of that.
yeah. I was laughing when he was doing the. He was like, "Yeah, I don't want to just like show the stuff that he sent me, but I'm gonna break my phone out and show you the stuff that he sent me because I'm
Yeah,
definitely not lying. Check it out. These are the texts that he showed me." I was like, "Dog, come on, man! Like,
You think
yeah.
that's lame? I mean, he didn't show the camera or nothing. Like I don't know.
I mean,
Mhm.
Charlemagne, of course, he just wanted to show that. Oh, look, he apologized to me. You know what I mean? Like, you
Yeah,
think this dude is ducking smoke from you? Didn't he get on? Wasn't Control on his album?
Control was on Big Sean album. Yeah. So
Yeah, so
I
he
thought
get on
see.
your album and say all
Yeah.
this stuff, and then yeah, the backstory he gave about the whole thing where they thought they had beef, it wasn't beef, and they kind of solved it or whatever, and Kendrick apologized and they squashed it. I was like, that's cool, but like you could have tried to go get a dub, man. Like this dude was talking shit on your album, man. You should have pulled the LL Cool J, took that verse off, and put your own verse on or something, or put your diss verse back on there instead. You know what I mean? Rewrote your
So
verse to diss him on your on his song.
right. So he talked about that, man. I mean, listen, the people in the chat killing him, man. They clearly not rocking with Sean. And I
Hey,
think, yeah, no, great hate in the chat, man. But here's the thing. I think that's kind of what he was talking about. He said that like behind the scene, that's why he showed the text. This is where I kind of understood where he was coming from. That's why he showed the text because he's like, in behind scenes, it wasn't like that. Like it wasn't smoke. He's like I'm talking to Top Dog, I'm talking to Kendrick, and he's saying like it's not smoke, right? But I mean, because he said he was prepared to beef, but if I talk to you, right, is it wrong? I mean, is it like isn't that the right thing to do as a man? Like, oh, I heard somebody talking about you. The first thing that you should do is say, "Yo, like, what?" Like, go to that person and say, "What's up?" Right? Isn't that like
yeah,
the right thing to do? Instead of just like reacting and dropping a diss record.
yeah. I'm with him. Like Big Sean was saying, like the fans want you to beef and do this and that, but if you talk behind the scenes, this is like a more graceful way than J. Cole did it. Like this is how J. Cole should have handled it better, but he didn't, and he just committed seppuku. So I I'm not mad at this approach. I don't know. Like he said, the man apologized to him. What can you do? You supposed to go kill him now in public? I don't like that.
Baldy, you should get hit. What's up?
No, I'm just laughing, man.
Oh, your mic messed up again. What's funny though?
Oh, my fault. Laughing, man. You can hear me now? We good?
Yeah. You good? You good?
Yeah, you good.
I don't care. My thing is, who the fuck is Big Sean, dog? Like he not no top. Yeah. Is he a top rapper? You love his music like that, B dog? I don't want to hate on this guy. I think he's a nice guy. Seems like a nice guy. Take care of his kids. You know what I'm saying? And get your points in my book.
That's
it.
Oh,
it is hate. Because dude, music is always mid.
I agree. I think his music is always mid.
I feel about his music, he's still always up there. Like, let's not act like he's not much below them. If they're A tier, here's B tier. Like, it's not that big of a gap between them. I'm sure he's selling at least half of the records they are, if not more.
You shake your head, Galti, but hold on. No. You can't do that. All right, in 20. Listen, like even Matt in the chat said he's big three adjacent. Before people started before the big three solidified in the early 2010s when all these dudes are coming out. Big Sean. I remember my college, like J. Cole performed one year as the headliner. Big Sean performed the next year as the headliner. Like it was like they all were Wale, Big Sean, Drake, Kendrick. All of them were the same. They were all the same stratosphere.
That's
right?
Industry bullshit, man. I don't.
No, it's not just industry. No, don't do that. Don't do that. When he was on when he was on Good Music, there was hype around the dude. He was signed to Kanye. He was writing for Kanye. People were all stealing his flow. And everybody was using that flow, that stupid pause say a word thing. I hate that flow, that pause flow. But everyone was using. Everyone was doing.
I know of one fire Big Sean song that I don't fuck with. I like that song. Okay. But I don't like no other Big Sean songs.
But you heard him on so many other good music songs, whether it was
I heard Lil Pump some places too. That don't mean he good. What you mean? I don't care how gassed he is with whoever he rapped next to. Memphis Bleak got a lot of classic songs too. He's still garbage.
Okay, so y'all don't keep the same energy for like other cats in good music like Sci-Hi the Prince and other those trash ghostwriters. At least Big Sean got his own career.
No,
that's true.
Look, I'm not okay. So what are we? You talking about like he sold records? That's great. Yeah. I agree with you. He's a selling record artist, but that don't mean nothing to me. So you can sell all the records you want. If that shit is mid, I'm gonna say it's not good. Like,
yeah.
Well, I mean, what you want me to say? Yes, he's doing better in his career than other rappers. Yes, because exactly is also mid.
No, but the argument we were saying that he is big three adjacent, and you were trying to make it seem like he's not in their world.
He's not.
He is.
He's not.
You see, but that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that he was just a big. Okay, you talking about the quality of music. Yeah. You also don't like J. Cole's music and stuff like that. That's your opinion. I understand.
J. Cole, Big Sean.
I agree. Yeah. I'd say the same. All I'm saying is that Big Sean has a lot of fans. Okay, when we talk about the big three, we talking about the three biggest, as in. Not the most talented or even the best quality. We say the big three because they're the three most popular. That's what people are really talking about.
Yeah.
Yo,
so
that is exactly right.
Wale either. I would put him above Wale still.
No,
Wale over him.
Others than him.
Yeah, I'm not saying rapping ability. I'm saying his popularity. I think he's past Wale.
Check the numbers. Check the numbers, man.
Who cares about the popularity anyway?
That's what we're talking about. Where he's big three adjacent. He's 4. If we numbering him, he's
not 4, man. Look, man, that big three stuff. That's y'all made that shit up, man. Y'all giving dudes status that ain't really on that level like that. These big three. Is not the top rappers in the game as far as releasing music. Like how I don't even know how they became big three. That sounds like marketing.
We just said they're the three most popular. They're the three most popular. That's all.
They're the three most marketed. Drizzy keep the
I don't
lights
know.
on, so of course they pumping his music everywhere and anywhere they can. They making a lot of money off his music. They
J.
push it
Cole is not
everywhere.
the most marketed, but
J. Cole is not the most marketed, and that's what I'm saying to you is I don't think he's really as popular as you saying he is. Other non-trash, they had a bunch of other trash rappers that sell more records than him. Travis Scott sell more records than him.
Yeah. Okay, so I think the
Travis
reason
Scott
why.
is
So
superstar.
this is the thing. They always talk about this in the interview as well. Where did the big three come? Because Big Sean would say the same thing as you. Like he was like, I think there's a lot of rappers out here that got fan bases. They're not all, like the big three thing was like is a made up narrative. But I think the reason why we talk about the big three, they are the three traditional rappers. Like they actually rap. Whereas people like Future
Drake?
or Travis, yes, Drake has plenty of rap verses, man. Yes, he does sing. We know that, but he has plenty of rap verses.
Is singing now.
I don't know if we're gonna say most, but regardless, my point is that the reason why they are considered the big three is because they're the three most successful rappers who actually rap, as opposed to when people talk about Future, he don't rap or he does something different. I don't know what you want to call it. It's not the traditional rap style. Travis Scott, not the traditional rap style. So that's why when people talk about this codified, big three. They're talking about
all
those
music,
three.
but all them people you just named, they music better than Big Sean.
I mean, I'm not a fan of any of them. So I'm not.
Travis Scott way better than Big
agreeing
Sean.
with
Travis Scott albums way better than Big Sean.
I don't like
Future
Travis.
got more classics than Big Sean for sure.
I'm 100% not rolling with that one. But
I mean, I roll with that.
Anybody, DS2
gonna
squash anything you talking about with Big Sean.
I agree.
Not even close.
I agree with that.
Maybe. I don't know.
We got off topic though. Because here's my take. All right, my issue is I understand Big Sean's perspective on the beef stuff. On like, oh, I'm not gonna diss Kendrick if I'm texting him and he's apologizing or he's saying like that wasn't for you or whatever. Like I get that. Even J. Cole says I'm not just gonna diss somebody for clout. He said this in the interview. I'm not just gonna diss somebody for clout, like just to make it blow up on the internet. If that person I'm talking to him and they say we cool or that diss wasn't for you, I'm not gonna diss you. My issue is, to me, and this is consistent, Kendrick, he do this stuff behind doors, but he don't ever say nothing in public, right? So a diss comes out, right? I recorded a diss, it comes out, and then I apologize to you in private, but then in the world, in public, Kendrick knows what it's doing in the public. In the public, everybody's like, oh, Kendrick dissed him and Big Sean is a punk. But Kendrick don't ever come out and say anything and say, oh, no, it was no, there's no smoke there, right? It's always the other person that saying there's no smoke. It's J. Cole saying there's no smoke. It's the other people saying there's no smoke. Kendrick just stays silent. And I feel like he's consistently done it. He did this with Cole. He keeps doing this, right? He did this with Big Sean, right? And then when Big Sean said that he wouldn't even let him put Control on his album, that's where I know, like, Kendrick is playing chess on these dudes, right? He know I'll diss you on your song. It'll go viral. Then you'll ask to clear it, put it on my album. It was Big Sean's song. And then I'll say, no, you can't clear it. And Big Sean couldn't even explain why. He was like, I don't know why. I tried to clear it, and they wouldn't tell him why. So to me, I just feel like these dudes are too nice, right? Because if I was Big Sean, I would be like, right there, I know what's up. Like, you playing games, right? I would diss you right there. Like, because you fake. That's fake behavior to me. All right? Is that not?
I agree.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, they getting outmaneuvered, and then after the fact, you say, "Oh, damn it, I got outmaneuvered. He outmaneuvered me." You can't do that. That don't work. You have to. you can't let yourself get played and then scream foul. You gotta move better than that.
But that's my thing. But then I just feel like that's the issue. So right. Why can't I say foul? If I call you fake because you backstab me, right? That's not a legitimate reason to diss you?
It's not a backstab. It's a front stab. You should have seen that shit coming. It wasn't a backstab. He told you right to your face what it was gonna be. And then he said, "Oh yeah, buddy, we're great." And then the knife was right here. It was already jabbing it. He was getting jabbed right in the front. Right where he was telling you you're a good friend.
Yeah, that's the thing. In the interview, he's like, I don't even got his number no more. Like Kendrick straight, yeah, like moved
Bruh,
on past
dude
this
is
dude.
texting. He was texting J. Cole. You don't want to be in this battle, buddy. Like while he was writing this rhymes for J. Cole. Like he was like, "Oh
Exactly.
man, we're so good. You don't want to do this. Don't ruin our friendship." But J. Cole's like,
Right.
"Yeah, man, you right, dude." Then he go on stage and play himself, and then Dot be like, "Oh, okay, I put this weapon away till later. If he pop back out, then stab." And then and it seemed like you seem like Drake was dissing Cole. They said. Oh, I
Yeah,
guess we'll talk about that. We talk about that.
let's
100
talk
gigs.
about that. Because I mean, yeah, we go. Let's talk. We go move on to the 100 gigs now. We go because everybody in the chat just dissing Big Sean. I don't know. Leroy Green just showed up. Leroy, you miss your opportunity to defend your boy, man. Because everybody clearly don't like the Big Sean here, man.
Oh, that's his guy.
So, I
like Big Sean and Charter School Jigger. Okay.
Charter School Jigger is crazy. Let's move on, man, to the Drake, man. We can talk about Drake. So I don't understand where this tweet, this Twitter account, I guess, everybody's talking about that he dissed J. Cole on. Remember when somebody stole J. Cole's phone, is what it says, and then they tried to call Jay-Z from J. Cole's phone, and then he didn't answer. Then they called him from their own phone, and he picked up, right? So I didn't understand why everyone attributed B-Dog. Can you explain this? Do you know this story? I didn't understand why everyone said that's Drake. Like,
so I was wondering too. I didn't see anything. I didn't why it would be Drake. Maybe because of that personal story, but I don't understand it. And then I just assumed that it was a leak. Like I thought it was like, all right, like finally getting all of this shit out. I don't know. That's why I didn't understand why it was Drake.
Yeah, Baldy, you got insight into this? Why was that diss or that tweet like attributed to Drake? Everyone's saying it's like Drake's burner.
Look, that's what they said. I don't know if that's what they said. That's what they said. I don't keep up on these social media streets. So if people say, I just assume it's true. I don't care.
Somebody said it was because I saw that they said it was Drake because Drake followed him. He follows that account. I don't.
Whatever, man. I ain't doing detective work. If they say it's a Drake leak, it's a Drake leak, man. It is still funny that happened to him. I feel bad for J. Cole that happened, but I mean, I can also see why Jay-Z would be like, I don't want to talk to this nigga, man. He gonna be on some mental health shit, talking about how he positive and all this type of shit. Then he gonna want to rap against me. Then he gonna want an autograph.
JC only gonna pick up phone calls from Diddy or other people, like that.
Charter school, rich. I'm not gonna use the other terms I was gonna use. Rich folks. Bob Kraft call him up, like, yo, you want to ride to this rubber tug right here? I heard they got one in the strip mall here in Florida. You want to stop by? And that's who he'll answer his call, but he won't answer J. Cole.
Yeah, man. I didn't understand how J. Cole got in the middle of this. People are saying that they're gonna have beef now. I don't see it. I just feel like the internet. So yeah.
Y'all really think that would never happen?
They just got off tour together. I don't. I'd be surprised.
Bro,
I'd be surprised.
We already talked about no one really likes Drake.
But J. Cole was actually on tour riding with the dude. No.
And then he decided it was time that tour was over with. I made my whatever millions. Thanks, Drake. I'll talk to your annoying ass next time I need some money. Get my bread up real fast. And that's it. They don't love this dude. Anybody?
I don't know. I feel like that's the other industry people. Hold on. So this is the difference. I feel like with people like Big Sean and J. Cole, I just feel like they're not playing the industry games. That's why I feel like they get taken advantage of by Kendrick, right? These Kendrick marketing games, he'll diss you, text you, say, I'm sorry, dog. Hey, it's not no real smoke. And, hey, why don't you go ahead and just, apologize on stage for me real quick, And they'll do it. These nice dudes will do it. They'll just be like, that's mature, man. Yeah, but I just feel like they are too nice. They're too nice. They're too, want to be too positive and stuff. But I don't think that yeah, I mean, Kendrick responded without responding.
I mean, Sean got played by Kanye too, so Kanye
no,
dish your
that's
boy
not the
bad,
same
man.
thing. That's not the same thing at all. But
how's it not?
being signed to everybody's first record rap deal is bad. Like I don't. What was it? This?
No, we're not talking about the money. We're not talking about the money. We're talking about the drink champ stuff. How he went on there and just said that was the worst decision I ever made to sign Big Sean. Right? He trashed the dude. Right?
But that was I don't.
And then afterwards, met up with them, take pictures with them and stuff like that.
And Big Sean said, "No, we not taking no pictures. You just dissed me." But also, Kanye didn't say anything. Like the worst decision I ever made. The guy literally made you millions of dollars. So it's just like I don't know. I didn't take anything from that, but yes.
But that's what I'm saying. To me, that's the industry games people are playing, and people like Sean and J. Cole get caught in the middle of it, and they don't expect it. That's the thing. I think they just don't see it coming.
Suckers.
I don't know.
I'm sorry that happened
I
to
don't
him,
agree
man.
with that. Yeah,
They're nice guys.
I don't agree with that.
Okay, so what you think?
Like, because Leroy said in the chat, the thing is, Cole knows these dudes really don't have beef. They're just faking for attention.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's not true because J. Cole didn't really want a beef. He wanted to just rap. So when they started getting personal, he wants to bow out. Like, nah, I think
you
it's
made
the
a
opposite.
whole album, my dude. I don't really want to hear that. You wanted beef.
Exactly. Yeah.
I hate this. I hate this shit, man. What are we doing? Why are we here worried about mental health, man? Worry about your mental health later, man. When you old and washed, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing, man?
That's the great advice for the kids. Worry about your mental health when you're old and washed. Why?
No, hold on. These kids today, these kids sensitive. They worry about their mental health. These kids doing all kinds of stuff. You got take care of yourself, children. Because your generation is soft as butter. So yeah, you're right. You should make sure you straight. But these older people, they should be all right, man. They should be able to handle their business. Like you almost 40, if you're 40 years old, 38, 39 years old, you should be straight. You can have your little beef or whatever. It's a rap beef, man. You still going home to you like J. Cole married and stuff. Like, what's wrong, man? You going home to your family? Why are you running from this man? I don't know. I don't think I ever forgive him for that, man. His album he had to drop Illmatic Part 2 for me to be like, oh, okay, I mess with Cole now.
I've forgiven him now. I've forgiven him. I'm over that. The Mike Delete Later is still one of the better albums this year. And
that album is so fire, but goddamn, I hate that nigga. I'm not forgiving him for that. That's always gonna be in the front of my mind
so
when I think
easy
about
too,
this nigga.
Yeah,
man. Never forgiving that nigga for that.
Yeah, nah, yeah. I'm gonna act sensitive here. I'm gonna act sensitive here because I ain't forgiving this dude. I ain't letting it go. You know what I'm saying? I'm like my wife when I do something wrong, man. I pull that shit out 4 years later, be like, oh, remember you did that? Remember you apologized on stage? Yeah,
100%.
I ain't rocking with it. I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it.
If he wasn't so lame about the way he did it, then maybe I could look past it. But he picked the worst possible way. Like the only thing that would have been worse if he like bowed down to this nigga Kendrick on stage or something. Like
he practically did, dog. No, he practically did. That's basically what he did.
Exactly.
He was like, "Who loves Kendrick Lamar? I love Kendrick Lamar." Yeah, no, come on, man, no, dog, no. It's not like Kendrick came out on stage with him. It'd be one thing if it was Kendrick came out on stage, you perform a song, and it's like, yo, it's no beef, and dap each other up. But the dude ain't even there for you, right? And you singing the song on the stage, like, get him, dot, yeah. Like, this dude just dissed you, fam. No, it's terrible. It's terrible, dog. It's terrible.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You can't just be forgiving that.
You can't come back from that.
If that was your friend, what would you tell your friend when he came off the stage?
Yeah, like how can you even support your nigga after that? Like, I need 5 minutes to get myself together after you did some dumb shit like that.
Nah,
like,
bro. I might get in my car and drive off before he done. Before he come backstage. I don't want to see my face when he come off the stage. He gonna be like, yeah, bro. Nah.
But this is what I'm saying, dog. This is my point. Y'all talking about my point. Drake, or something, these, Big Sean, J. Cole's of the world, they not ready for the industry games that the people that Kendrick is playing, right? They're not prepared. They keep Kendrick diss Big Sean, and then when every time Big Sean says I'm ready to respond, reach out, Kendrick's like, is no issues. Right? So okay, I'm not gonna drop my diss record. But then he needs somebody, to tell him, like, no, that dude don't really mess with you. Otherwise, he wouldn't have done that. Or he would be the one apologizing and making it clear that he don't want smoke. Right? But that's not what Kendrick gonna do. Kendrick gonna lay it out there and then let you take the L. Right? He's gonna let you take the L publicly. Right? And that's what I'm saying. That's industry games, right? Kanye will let you take the L publicly. He's not gonna take the L. Right? He's not gonna apologize. Kanye not gonna apologize.
Kanye
right?
take the L, man. Kanye say some wild shit about. Yeah, he'll say some crazy stuff though.
But he's not gonna apologize.
Kanye today, he said he trying to get Jay-Z in trouble. He's starting drama.
Well, how you get in trouble?
Mad at him not. He said Beyonce need to let him cheat and all this type of stuff.
No, that's funny. That's funny. No, because he married a girl that let him cheat.
Is that true?
I mean, he talked about it all on his album, Doug.
I thought he loved Jesus.
Said what?
I thought he was all about Jesus.
No, that's over with. No, that was a moment in time.
What you mean? No. He was talking about Jesus, the husband. All kinds of stuff.
On husband, man, I don't know. What was the song? It was like, "Let all my dudes have a turn with you" and stuff like that on this album. Yeah. So
no,
I mean, so we can move on to let's go to Vultures, man. Let's go to Vultures. Oh wait, we didn't finish. We didn't finish Drake. We didn't talk about the 100 gigs of mid, dog. 100 gigs of mid. We gotta start there first before we move on.
Is there anything on there that's like I heard one song? What was it with Young Thug? It wasn't bad.
Yeah, and 21. Now, do y'all think that 21 was dissing Kendrick? Let me pull up the
lyrics. Please pull up the lyrics because I don't know. First of all, if it ain't on DSPs, nigga, I'm not about to keep clicking a Twitter link and keep listening to your song. No, none of this is on. Wait, is it? I would be surprised.
I heard it on YouTube, man. I mean, I hear everything on YouTube. If it ain't on YouTube, it probably don't exist to me.
All right. So this 21 verse was I mean, he says, let me pull it. I'll pull it up on. Oh, he says made a couple songs. He think he hot now. Yeah, let me pull it up on the stream.
Yeah, but that's the line.
Yeah, made a couple songs. He think he hot now. Hit him up. He think he popped now. Broad daylight. He got shot down. Chopper bullets. Make his hop round. Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's just this Pac now line that everyone is.
That's an assumption. It's hit him up. You think he Pac now? Like that's an assumption that's a diss.
Yeah, I don't really think there's anything there because I feel like that's just a clever wordplay. Like, that's just a bar. Like I feel like that doesn't have to be about Kendrick.
Well, people want it to be about Kendrick. People want it to be about Kendrick. That's where that come from. People desperate to see more of the battle. People love that battle, man. That battle was fun, man. That was fun.
Yeah, people do want more of it. That's what I'm saying. That's what all these, whether it's the Big Sean stuff, everybody wants to see more. Everybody wants to see more.
21 don't want to battle nobody.
So 21 said this was not about, and this is my point. 21 came out and said this was not about Kendrick. You never hear those words from Kendrick himself. Right? That's what I'm saying. That's the difference. Kendrick never has come out publicly and said this was not about Big Sean, or I should.
That's smart. That's like Kamala right now. She ain't saying no policies. She's just like, hey, let's move forward. People like, what's your policies? What? I'll tell y'all later, man. We good. Just remember to vote for me.
Just keep talking about. No, it's smart. It is smart. Yeah. That's how you
keep it vague. And then you got people that's sitting on online on YouTube talking about, oh my God, man, did you see the moon in the background? That's because he was rapping at night, and that night of that time is the same night that Solomon went to see such and such in the Bible. Did you know that? Oh my God, this Kendrick dude is a genius. You know, it's like, yo,
Yeah, I would
what are
never
we talking
apologize.
about, man?
Fuck that. If they think it's about Kendrick, then it's about Kendrick. I hate all of these apologies. This shit is dumb as
How
hell.
you
But
loop
that's
Eminem to this?
hey. Peter said it's
That's
all
a
Eminem
reach.
fault, dog.
That's
Hey,
a
I don't
Mr.
know.
Fantastic reach.
the yeah, man. I think you're right. All the apologies are annoying. All the apologies are very annoying, right? I think, but this is what I'm saying. This is I don't know why everyone's afraid of Kendrick. They act like he's like the big bad wolf. They are so quick to apologize when he don't apologize to nobody. Why is
They
that?
scared. They scared.
Y'all don't feel like there's like I don't know, but like
Let me
behind
tell
the
you what it
scenes
is, man.
industry
Let me tell you
pressure
what
for
it
that?
is. Let me tell you what it is. These dudes really is those guys are authentic, and they're
Mm-hmm.
being authentic with them. The way they carry themselves is the same way behind the scenes. Somebody
Yeah.
like 50 would just use it for marketing, and he would
Yes.
step out there in a brash manner and make Kendrick look stupid in some kind of because that's what he was good at is kind of taking your strength and making you look silly. So he could do that, but other people don't have that. If you don't have that, I mean, like J. Cole, I get, and I know I make a lot of jokes. The dude quit, and the way he quit was very bad. But if you want to quit, that's fair. That's the right thing to do if that's in you. I mean, just like Three Stacks don't want to rap it. Okay, I guess. I mean, if that's how you see things, and you think you can't rap no more, then okay, I guess. I don't see it that way. But if that's how you want to move, I respect it. I just don't have to sit up here and like it. Like I think that's whack. I mean, I think it's whack to apologize. I think it's whack to pull punches because of a friendship that's not really. If it's really your friend, that's one thing. But if it's not your friend, then why?
And that's my thing. These people all like these industry friends. Like, if we really friends, cool. But if we really friends, dog, we would have dropped the joint album together, or like we would have,
A couple
you would have,
songs.
yeah, we would have dropped a song. You would have actually gotten on first person shooter. You wouldn't have dissed me. Like, you wouldn't have came out with a song afterwards and dissed me. Like, it's just I don't understand why people want to hold on to friendships that ain't real. Like, it's just
It's
like
not a
let it
friendship,
go.
man.
It's
It's
not.
like somebody that like if they say they're my friend, but they never came to my house and watched football. You're not really my friend, dog. You're not really my friend. We grill food. We watching football on Sunday. Like that's where my friends is at. If you never came over for a Sunday, we ain't that close. We ain't that cool. So what am I
Yeah,
worried about? Like that's how these people
you
are.
get out
Whatever
of
it is in your life, people have that, right? So you know your real friend is gonna do something with you. That's your real friend. You might go play golf. You
Mm.
might smoke a blunt. Whatever it is, that's what you do with your people. If you ain't never did that with them, why are you claiming them like y'all besties? I just don't. I don't understand.
Yeah, no, I think that's what I'm saying. I mean, well, Big Sean said in this thing, he's like, Kendrick came to my house before, whatever, right? So I do think there was a period of time for all of these dudes where J. Cole and Kendrick were hanging out. You know, J. Cole, got in a fight with Diddy because, they were hanging out and Diddy wanted to, step to Kendrick or whatever. I mean, so they've hung out before, but I think those dudes, Big Sean and J. Cole, are still hanging on to like a past friendship. And Kendrick clearly now, like Big Sean's like, I don't even have his number no more, right?
Bruh,
He's
this
like,
is like you ever been to a work trip, like a conference or something?
yeah, yeah,
You know how
yeah.
you go to the work conference or like a conference with some people, you meet some people, y'all might have a great time, man. That weekend
Yeah,
was fun. That whole
yeah,
week was great. You'll never
You
talk to
never
them no
talk
more.
to
They're
them
not really
again.
your people.
Yep.
yeah.
And then it's
Hmm.
like, oh, I can't diss that dude, man. We had fun that one time. What? That, that don't make sense to me, man. But that's
No,
fine. I mean, look,
that's a great analogy.
these people got different perspectives, man. And monetarily, if you're worried about your career and stuff, then yeah, I mean that makes sense to you don't want to burn bridges. But
If Kendrick said something about, I mean, I don't know. You think that Kendrick would have said something about J. Cole's wife? I think that would be way out of character
but what do I care? Like,
for him.
if my wife is mad, like, yo, my wife married you. Your wife married you. You was a rapper.
Hmm.
You guess what, man? We in the game. I can't run now. I have to rap. This is how we had this fancy lifestyle, and all those fans and stuff that we have. It's good. Now I have to rap. I may lose. They may say something mean about you. It'll be okay. We're gonna come back to our mansion. Like,
Yeah.
what's the problem? It's like a football player going play, like, oh, I might get hurt. He's like, oh, I can't. I don't know if I can play today, coach. I might get hurt.
That's right. Yeah. No, that's true. That's true. That's a good point. That's a good point. You got it. Yeah, you got to just get in the game. Yeah. So, all right, man. But we ain't talking about the Drake music though. So, what you thought of the 3 songs that he dropped? B Dog, you the Drake fan here. What you thought?
But 21 was good. Like with Young Thug, 21, that was a cool song. The other two, one of them was good. The one with Lotto was kind of crazy. That's like in that Sexy Red song that he did. That's all in the same vein. It was kind of wild. But I mean, I don't know. I'm more interested about the video. I've only seen one video, but if there's more out there, that's what I want to see. I like seeing the behind the scenes of people talk about songs that they make rather than listening to a bunch of songs that they didn't release. I don't really care about.
Yeah. So, I mean, Baldy, I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Are you talking?
Yeah, I can't hear you either.
Yeah, you cut out, man. My thing is, do you think Drake he's just been dropping a lot of stuff, right? So this is my question to you is he trying to, like, you think he just doesn't know what's going to hit and he's just dropping stuff to see what catches? Or what do you think his strategy is behind this?
I haven't seen him drop anything. All these songs with Drake have come out, like, but I don't think he's dropping anything. I don't have social media, so I don't know if he's on Twitter saying, "Oh, my new song just came out." If not, or yes or no, but I'm assuming there's 100 gigs is old. I would assume.
Yeah, so it's yeah,
Yeah,
Baldy, we still can't hear you, man. Yeah.
But like I said, as far as the video goes, like one of them was for views, and it was saying that "Too Good for You" with Rihanna. That song was about Serena Williams, which
Yeah.
is cool. Like I like learning stuff about that, but I don't think Drake is dropping a bunch of music like that for this. I did see a report. He did say that him and Party Next Door are coming out an album later this year, though, which that'd be fire to me.
So what do you think of his strategy? Because I mean, like he stayed in he lost the beef, right? He lost, right? And he hasn't addressed, like, it's not like he's doing like an interview or something like that and, like, addresses his loss. He's just been dropping a steady stream of music, whether it's the Juan Guan Delilah jokey stuff or it's this 100 gigs. He just consistently has stayed in the news, dropping material or of one side or sort of the other. Do you feel like he is trying to catch a hit or like trying to come back? Or do you just think he's just trying to show that he's unbothered? Like, what do you think is the point of him doing it this way? Like, why he's not releasing his music, like you said, on DSPs, right? It's just like these little different ways of dropping music. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, like I said, I don't think there's much strategy because Drake always has a single or two come out throughout the year. Like I said, I think the only thing that he's intentionally doing is that album with Party Next Door. The 100 gigs, people say it's Drake. I just find it weird that he would make a burner so obviously linked to him to leak music for what reason? Like I don't understand. I don't know.
I mean, well, the 100 gigs thing they made a website for it. I mean, this, like, it's not just a music leak.
Oh, did they? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, the 100 gigs. Yeah, there's a whole website made for it, and so all the videos and files and stuff like that, everything's on there. So people dropping some good hate in the chat. But Super Duper says Drake is trying to prove a point about dropping music while Kendrick hasn't dropped an album yet. That could be the point, because that is a good point. Kendrick, his only hype has been a beef with Drake. That's all that he's got to his name in the past 6 years now, because that Mr. Morale sucks, right? That the Baby Keem stuff sucks. So
wait, hold on. See, now y'all got me fucked up. I didn't know it was this easy to look at the 100 gig shit. When I saw the screenshot of it, it looked like a bunch of files on the computer, and I was like, "There's no way I would be clicking on all these files." But this shit is labeled. Oh man, I'm about to go listen to all this shit. I did not know there was a website. No one ever posted this. Oh man, this
Bruh,
is
that's
fire.
crazy. You told us about it, and then you bad at the internet, dog. You just don't like. You can't find.
I don't have
This
social
is.
media, dog. Nobody posted this
It's
100 gig
not. You
quick
don't need
message.
social media. You clearly you saw the post about the 100 gigs, and you just didn't look to find out. That's all. That's just.
I just clicked this Twitter link. What do you mean? And when you
Oh,
don't have Twitter,
I
it
forgot
doesn't
about
let you.
this. Hold on.
Yeah.
Imperial Stat said he dropped this 100 gigs. He thought Kendrick was dropping 80. I forgot about that in the what video was that? The Not Like Us video where everybody was
No.
saying we talked about this when we talked about the video. People, he
Yeah, I
in
know.
the
This is
video he
bad.
had the 88 2024 on his like his jumper or whatever that he was wearing in the video.
Yeah, but we first I think Baldy was the one who debunked that from the beginning. One, two, why wouldn't he drop it on literally today, 8/8, to step on it if he thought that was when it came out? He noticed
I mean,
Drake, if all people knows the news cycle don't last that long. So I don't know if I believe that. Excuse me.
the jacket said SS 2012 for spring summer 2024. Yeah. So I know everybody on the internet was saying that his album was about to drop on 8/8. I forgot that that's today. But that just goes to show you, Kendrick hasn't done anything to feed his fans, and Drake is, while people are making fun of all the stuff Drake is dropping, he's consistently been doing it, right? So in a way, it's kept Kendrick in the news because they're linked now. But at the same time, it's interesting because like someone said, Drake has been using this as a, I don't know, a marketing rollout, but I don't know what for. Like I said, it doesn't seem like there's a purpose to it. He's mentioned that he's got an album coming out. Maybe this is a rollout to that, but none of these leaks or these songs are official in any way.
All right, I'm flip flopping again. All right, it is pretty easy to go through this, but there's a lot of fucking videos on here of nothing. It really is
It's
100
100
gigs.
gigs.
It's really a lot of nothing. They got a video and a car passing. Yeah, I'm good on that. All right. So I guess the biggest, that's what I'm saying. The most popular videos, I feel like I would have already gotten sent, and they were the Drake making the hook for that Yay song. But I don't know how much of this shit is like actually important.
Peter in the chat said this right here, man. We talk about them only because there's no other topic, and this is we talk about this a lot on this channel because we cover all the music that's dropped, but it does seem like the only thing people care about in hip hop is this beef. Baldy, you back? Now? Yeah, we can hear you. Let's go.
Right, for sure. Baldy bite.
So tell us your take on everything we've been saying, man.
Nah, I appreciate y'all hate, man. Nah, I was with all of it. I don't like this dude. I don't like these songs. I don't like these videos. We can move on to another topic, bro. I don't like Drake. I don't like none of these assholes. Okay.
So let's move on to the next. Let's get to the music then, man, because I think like people are saying in the chat, it seems like there's a large hip hop fan base, or they're not really hip hop fans. That's really what's proven, right? A lot of these people who are engaged with the beef are not actually hip hop fans. They don't care about any of the new music that's dropping. They don't care about the Freeway album that was dope, or the Boldy album that was dope, or the Makami album that was dope. They just want to talk about more about two of the rappers who haven't produced good quality music in the past couple of years. So let's move on to another rapper who's very popular but has failed to produce some quality music. So let's talk about Kanye, man. Kanye, Ty Dolla $ign, Vultures 2.
Well, hold on. Before we get into the hating, that was a magnificent transition. Okay.
Good job.
I
Good job,
appreciate it.
dog.
I appreciate it.
I will say before we move on, I do think more rappers should release all of their video archives.
Hmm.
Just like they should make a movie at the end when they retire and done. I'd like to see that instead of people releasing like verses 7 years later from something that they worked on. Just put a little movie together with some background footage and be done with it.
I mean,
But
that
Yeah.
you feed your fans that way. That's a good idea. That's why I think this is a
yeah,
smart move by Drake. To do something like this because your fans feel like, oh look, he gave me some stuff that I never had before. He did it a different way I never seen. Where he gave you all these
yeah,
videos, you can watch these little videos. He's in the studio, he's doing this. If you like Drake, that's cool. I don't like Drake, so I don't really give a shit.
I mean, even feel that
that's
way
a lot
about
of
like
video.
there's a lot of videos and they're random. They're random.
What
But I feel this way
exactly?
even about the J. Cole rollout that he was doing with the Mike Elite later little video clips that was coming out, and even his Trade
That
the
shit
Truth
was fire.
in Ibiza video was just like footage of them in Ibiza, like you know what I mean? Like those
That's
were
fire.
that was a dope. And I think if it wasn't for the apology, J. Cole's rollout, if it wasn't for the beef, wasn't for the apology, J. Cole, I don't know what his rollout would be. He might have dropped the album already. I don't know. I just feel like he really kind of shot himself in the foot, and now he doesn't know what to do because we haven't really heard from him since.
Yeah, nah, he need to go away for a couple years for real. Like it's time for you to get uninspired again and just go chill out for a
Who
little bit.
does?
Cole, man,
Cole.
Cole. No, he just got to drop the fall off.
No, it's just gotta have heat. He just has to have heat. And then slowly he could get trust back from people like you who scorn. You a scorned Cole lover.
Nigga, you don't know
But
what I had to go through. Every Friday, niggas would say, "Oh, J. Cole, time to go to sleep. Listen to this nigga music, blah blah." And then he finally started getting fire again, and then he just all for naught. So I just need him to go away for a little bit. Personally, I think that's the best. But all right, Vultures too. I'm sorry.
Vultures too, man. Vultures too. Kanye West, man. Ty Dolla $ign. What can we say about this? What's your thoughts on this, man?
it's not finished. It's not done. Dude just be putting stuff out. It's not finished. But it's this song. This album's trash. It's got like 4 songs I think on there that I was cool with. The rest of them you keep those. Keep those.
All right, what's the 4?
I agree.
I thought the first and second songs were the best ones to me. What else?
There was some other ones. I like Fried.
Oh, I hated Friday.
Really? I mean, you didn't like Vultures 1 at all either, right?
Exactly, and that was like the.
I like Vultures 1.
I didn't like the soccer song on that one either.
Which
Yeah, that
song?
one
The
sounds like
soccer chain
Carnival.
song. Yeah, Carnival.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah.
I didn't like Carnival, but I like Fried.
Oh.
That's two
Yeah.
different. I thought the Carnival had this stupid ass chorus. Like she ride a dick like a carnival. I was like, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, but
So I never thought that song was good. That was one of the ones I thought
Nah.
was whack, but they made that the number
a
one
lot
song.
of people like that one.
Yeah, people
A
love
lot
that.
of people like that one. I was surprised. I was like, y'all,
Yeah.
this the one y'all picked? I thought there was better ones on there.
The
For sure.
beat was crazy. The production was crazy on that song to me.
But I think the production's crazy on even though this album not done to me. I like a bunch of the production on some of these songs. I just think
Yeah, I agree.
Ye ain't really rapping at all. And this one, the Ty on here is worse. Ty on the first one was like working on every song. I thought Ty was killing it. I don't think this album is really like that.
I felt like
Just
Ty
like the
working on the
leftovers.
first song, Slide. I thought Ty was good on.
Yeah, but then you got other songs like Promotion. I don't know what the hell Ye talking about on Husband, Lifestyle.
Well, to me, that's the thing. I don't
Kind of like Forever Rolling.
To me, it was a lot of Kanye and not a lot of Ty. That's how I felt. Like it was like I didn't understand what Kanye was doing. He was the bad part. I just felt like if there was more Ty Dolla $ign, the album would be better. One, because Kanye's not rapping. Like I don't know what he provides. He's not rapping.
Yeah,
He's not saying
is really good. He just mumbles through the whole second half, like it's not finished, unless he wanted
Exactly.
to be
That's why. Yeah,
I mean,
that's what I was gonna say. Fat
Ty
Teddy's
said
good.
this album was done weeks ago, So he must have thought the mumbles belonged, or did Ye like lie to him and say I'm gonna put a verse on there, I promise, and then never put it on? Like, so that's funny to me. I don't know how that, what the deal is there.
Yeah, well, so this is the thing. Remember the original plan, and this is the thing, Kanye. All right, the original plan was he was gonna drop an album every month or whatever. He said this like back in March or something like that. I know no one believed
at the time. It was supposed to be like February, March, and April or something. It would be 3 out.
Right. So, but the thing is, he's done that before. While we may not have loved the execution of it, he dropped the album every week when he was doing the thing with Nas and the Daytona album, all that stuff. So it's not like it's beyond his ability to do. He just didn't like these. Like you said, these songs aren't finished, and he took an extra how many months? So many months, right?
I'm not mad at the timeline. He actually released. That to me is the biggest surprise.
I was surprised.
You got people talking about albums that were supposed to come out 15 years ago, like Dr. Dre and shit like that.
No, it's surprising that he released this with this quality. That's what's surprising. I mean,
I think this dude is the same person.
Like you said, it's not done and it's trash. It's so
he's
bad.
An insane person. He's an insane person, man. You can see like this shit made sense. It could have been fire, and then it doesn't go fire. Okay, this is Kanye now. Dude is nuts. He's kind of embraced that. I don't think he's washed as a producer, really, or a rapper. I think
some of these beats
he's not focused. He doesn't have the same level of drive or inspiration and focus to make music.
But that's what makes him washed. Because here's the thing: he still has talent. You still see the glimpses of it, right? You still see how this idea could have made a good, beat, or how the production, could work. But then, if you don't have the focus to finish it or mix it or to finish your verse, then it does make you wash. It makes you. It's not listenable. You can't listen to that.
I agree with that. Oh, I don't think it's not. Well, okay. I didn't like most of the songs, so I'm not gonna sit up here and say it's listenable. And people said the same thing about the first one. I like the first one. I think a bunch of songs on the first one are good.
I didn't. Now I just feel like people were still shooting bail on the first one, and the first one felt complete, right? It didn't feel like it was so unfinished, right? But this one, I feel like people are finally fed up. I've seen the internet turn on, right? There's still some Kanye stans who still will say the album is good or something like that. But I've seen most people saying that this is his worst album ever.
It's not his worst album.
Oh, what album's worse?
Probably Jesus is Lord or whatever. Jesus is King.
Oh man, that's crazy. You hating on Christians right now. They'll come for you. You about to get canceled. All right, you just don't love Jesus.
I don't. What you want me to say?
I will say, I think the production is still great. I think Kanye can still produce for sure, because especially the first album, Ty sounded great on all those songs. The beats are great. It's just Kanye ruined it for me. His rapping is awful. Like I don't think we getting none back because I don't think he's gonna listen to anybody. I think that's what it is.
I think the dude actually is not that bad at rapping sometimes, man.
Who?
Yay.
Kanye? No, he's bad, bro. It's bad.
He's bad. It's real bad.
Yeah. Well, again, I think a lot of songs are trash. So
I feel like nothing he say is coherent. It's like he doesn't have a complete thought in his music.
That's true, but that's what he talks like.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what I'm saying. It's problematic because that's not what he was like before. Okay, and here's the thing: if someone is writing his rhymes, then he should still be able to deliver it, right? Sci-Hi is on this album, right? Now I know people say that's an old song, so maybe Sci-Hi's not writing for him anymore. Maybe nobody's writing for him anymore. But I don't know. Consequence was standing up for the dude like a year ago. Is he not still writing for him?
What Consequence supposed to do? What else Consequence do?
If I wrote your rhymes and my words are coherent, then how do you not? You can't deliver them anymore. Like what? That's what I'm saying.
Consequence better say whatever Kanye does is great.
So you saying? So do you think that nobody's writing for him anymore? He's writing his own verses now,
definitely not. I think he's definitely writing his own verses.
Okay, so that's the issue.
He got
Why?
writers still,
Because
but
he's an insane person.
no,
But
I think he got writers still.
if other people wrote your best rhymes before, right? And you know, like,
Do we know that for a fact?
yes, come on, man. Even Big Sean in this interview was saying how he wrote for him and stuff like that.
Yeah, but what songs? Because Big Sean verses don't hit like Kanye verses. So is
That's not
Kanye
true.
giving him some stuff?
That's not
Which
true.
Big Sean verse hit? Which Big Sean verse hit?
Big Sean said he wrote most of the stuff for Kanye during the Cruel Summer stuff. All of those songs that came out with Kanye, like, and some of those songs are some of Kanye's biggest songs. So
So
I
he wrote.
don't
I'm
agree
trying to
with
think
that.
of what's those times. What's the songs that I would like to know what verses Big Sean wrote, because when I hear Big
Mercy.
Sean verses, they sound trash.
Sci-Hi always says that he helped on My Beautiful Dark Twisted
Sky High is another
Fantasy.
one. Sky High is another one. He got a lot of things to say. His music is non-existent.
He had Rhyme Fest and Consequence and Talib and all those dudes with him on his first few albums, which were actually his best
Like
albums.
dudes who never made albums that Kanye made.
Come on, man. You trolling now. You trolling. Kanye has always been surrounded by great writers. All right. And his music, usually when he had great writers around him, like Rhyme Fest, when Rhyme Fest was with them, still rocking with them, he always made great music. When he got whacker rappers around him, he made whacker music. To me, that's how it works. But now, is just nobody around him, or is he just not accepting anyone to write his rhymes?
It's probably both, man. Dude is nuts, man. He got his wife in there half naked all the time. How you supposed to write rhymes, man, when the chick's standing there with just a polo man over each nipple? You know what I mean? Like, what I'm supposed to try to write raps, girl. Like, are you gonna go somewhere? He's like, nah, my wife got to be here. And while she's standing here, mostly naked, we're gonna watch this porn on loop. Like, wait, I'm good, man. I don't want to hang out with you. Everybody that I know would be like, yeah, I'm good, man. You can hang in here by yourself.
Nah, see, I agree with Leroy. I think Kanye gets rappers' verses together and picks the best ones, and he just throw them together. Like, that's why he got so many people coming in and out to his studio sessions. Like, he just picked but he don't have no direction no more. I think, like, it's just, I don't know. But
because
I don't really care about this nigga either. It's over.
Y'all made this the same person.
Well, okay, but we just saw Drake he has a video of him writing one of Kanye's songs as well. So my point is, it's a known fact Kanye has had people write his stuff. All right, just like we know that with Dr. Dre, we know that with Kanye. All right, so I don't know why you playing like it's not. All right.
Well, I'm just laughing because none of these dudes have music anywhere near Kanye music. I mean,
because they write their own rhymes, and they're not producers like Kanye. So you're right. I mean, if Kanye let somebody else just rap and he produced, those were great albums. Like Common, had great albums, right?
I think he can still do that.
One of Kweli's best albums was with Kanye. I mean, yeah, he could still do that. He could still do that, but he's not. There's more of him on this Vultures album than there is of Ty Dolla $ign.
Yeah, he's watching too much porn, man. The guy got to calm down, man. Why don't you call him up? Tell him like that he's doing the wrong thing, man. Help him with his clothes designs.
Did you see somebody?
Y'all can pray. Y'all can get therapy, do mental health.
Somebody in Kanye's camp said the dentist is the one who got him hooked on nitro.
How does that even work? Like, how do you get addicted to that? And how do you do that all the time?
I don't know, man. You
just hitting it.
Hey, the few times I went to, the dentist and actually had the laughing gas on me, it's always, I don't know, it's a funny feeling. It seems like you do it just like any other drug. Oh, you don't like it? I always thought it was funny. I naturally laugh a lot.
It is funny.
So
it is funny. But I don't like that shit. I'm laughing at shit that I shouldn't be laughing at. I don't like it.
Well, people do that when they get high on other drugs.
No, what drugs? Well, depends on how you react to drugs.
Exactly. A lot of people laugh a lot when they get on some drugs. Come on, now.
We can laugh more at something funny, like you smoke and turn on a comedy. You don't watch like a grisly murder and be like, unless you like the Joker or something like that. That's not normal. But on laughing gas, that might be what you do. Kanye probably watch porn and like thinks it's funny.
I don't know, man. I don't
He
know.
be
I
comparing
don't
the
know.
Got some
women's
funny points out there.
like weird body part looks and stuff like that. Like the dude is nuts, man. He's not a normal person, man. He is like a late stage Michael Jackson, man, who was a woman. Like it's like, yo, what are you doing, B? But he does it a different way. You know, he didn't mess his face up, I guess. If you count that weird metal thing he be wearing in his mouth, his weird mask, his terrible fashion. You know, like the dude is nuts, man. He's a crazy person. So
He's
every
a
time
crazy person.
albums, you see what's going on in his head. Weird sex
Yeah.
and basically nothing else. The occasional sexist terms for women talking about they need a husband. So,
Yeah. All right.
the
So
same heart that you just talked about having sex with 1,000 times. Like you're
when
insane
y'all,
person.
so we know it's over for him. Do you think that Vulture Street would be any good as well, or you think it's gonna be worse? Same trash? Do you think he'll ever
Worse.
make good music again, or is
Roll
it
a
done?
deep
And when
guy,
will
man.
people?
Anything can happen to Kanye, man. Anything can happen, man.
Okay.
He could be
All
at
right.
any spectrum. He could come out and make an album with somebody that's good, and it could be great. He could come out, make some poopity scoops. He could come out. I don't think there's any question. The percentages might be like when we get greatness, might be a low percentage for that.
Mhm.
But he could do. I think anything is possible.
Anything is possible. All right. So that's enough for Kanye. Then we're ready to move on. Bito, you got any other final thoughts on that before we move on? All right.
Stop making
So-
music, nigga, please.
I don't. I wouldn't say that. Keep making whatever you want, man. If it's trash, it's trash. I'm gonna trash it. I think this is trash.
Yeah. So let's move on, man, to let's go to y'all ready to do the Killer Mike album. Let's go to Killer Mike, man. Killer Mike.
Mm.
Okay.
Let's see here.
The
Killer Mike dropped.
Revival.
Yeah, Mighty Midnight. Well, so he did this with Midnight Revival. I guess this is the choir that he's been touring with. Songs for sinners and
Is that
saints.
what that is?
Okay,
I didn't know that.
That's my understanding.
Why he photoshopped himself
Yeah.
to make himself look skinnier on that album cover?
Come on, dog.
Hey, bro.
That's a drawing. That's a drawing.
Yeah.
That's a drawing of him skinnier.
That's how he envisions himself, man. He about to get on the Ozempic. He gonna get there.
Oh,
That's
it's like
goals.
It's a residual.
That's goals.
I'm
Okay.
about to get on that
Yeah.
Ozempic while y'all playing.
Yeah, man. Come on, don't hate, dog.
You don't know
Nobody
Ozempic?
has to be fat no more. We got Ozempic out here, man.
All right,
It's
then
okay.
get on it. Let me know how it go when you get on it, man.
I
I
don't.
heard it makes you
Hold
have
it down.
like kind of like liquid stuff coming out your ass all the time. So I'm good on that.
What the fuck?
I'm just saying. I read about it. I was like, how does this shit work? It's a shot. You got to give yourself a shot. I'm like, nah,
Mhm.
I'm good on that.
Yeah.
I was like, shit, I'll take it. If I'm gonna get skinny tomorrow. Hell yeah, let's go. But I looked it
Take
up.
the
They were
shot,
like,
nigga, I'll do it.
some people get Ozempic butt or something they call it, and it's like, it's not positive. I was like, oh, shit, that's not positive. So,
It doesn't sound positive.
All right, man. Here we go. Super Duper in the chat, man. He said Mike album of the year.
no way. No
Peter
way.
said he didn't even listen to this one. Leroy said Killer Mike is not album of the year, bro. Relax. So here's my thing, man.
Roy.
Yeah,
My goodness.
it's basically a cynic version of Michael. This is the problem. I'm about to hate on this album. All right, Super Duper. I'm sorry. I know you like it, but it's all. I got nothing but hate in my heart for this album, dog. He just repackaged the album that he just won awards for. He's just trying to milk it, right? He's just trying to milk it, right? And it's
Didn't
pathetic.
he have the same verse for the song, the abortion song? Which one was it? Like the Humble Me or something? One of these? I forgot what Lord Prepare Me?
No, I thought the Slumber for Junkies. He put two songs from his other album. Yeah, and then he just put them together, and so it's a 10-minute song.
Yeah,
it's
that's
I did like some songs on here though.
Go ahead. All right. So then, what songs you like?
I like the Bussin' Bricks intro.
Okay. Yeah.
I like Higher Level. I like that Exit 9.
That's a remix from the other album, but
Yeah,
he put
yeah,
Offset on there. Yeah.
and I think I like Still Talking That Shit.
I like that one.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's when I listen to it, like I said, there's songs I like on here, but so much of it is a remake. You're right. I like the first song. I didn't like the Landlord bars on the album. I think it's the second song. He Nobody Knows. He's talking about how I stand for everything I rap about, and then on that same song, he's talking about how he owns apartment complexes and stuff like that.
Man,
And I'm just like, I'm hating, dog, because it's so, to me, there's such a disconnect from Run the Jewels, Killer Mike. It don't make sense, dog.
Man. You sound just like Jay-Z, man. You hating on progress and success, man.
Is that what I'm hating on? I feel like I'm hating on. I feel like I'm hating on.
You like when Jigga said that the rich people were oppressed. That's you right now, Doug. That's you talking about. That's what he meant. He talking about people like you making them
rich people are oppressed.
It's like I own an apartment building, and then you hating, so now he feel bad about being rich. Dang.
Yeah, because before he was on some Kill Your Masters, like
he'll
like
go back to that in 5 minutes.
With Run the Jewels, right? When he gets, but I don't know. Right now, he's like enjoying the success of this Killer Mike album and winning Grammys. I don't know. To me, he changed a whole other person. If I'm LP, I don't know if I even want to. Like, is this the same dude? Like, I don't know. It's fake, dog. It's super fake.
This dude got real hate. Hold on. This is deeper than the album.
Why I mean, I agree with what you're saying. I completely agree. But I mean, this is the same as anything else, man. DMX killed 10, 15 people, then had a prayer song that made grown men cry. But they were like, because it was you who shined your light on me. You know, it's like this dude was the
That's
most
not. I don't see that. That's not the same. That's not the same. You can believe in Jesus, and that don't. It's not the same. That's not the same.
I'm going to shoot people because I'm walking the streets and I gotta rob you. I gotta kill you, and then Jesus is the reason why I did it. It's not okay.
I'm not seeing the contradiction here, man. I'm not seeing the. I don't. You don't even. No slander for DMX, dog. DMX is real. DMX has never be called fake.
Is people got different feelings at different times. They do different things, right? Sometimes you see your lady, you thinking about deep love, and wow, man, this lady's she's doing so much for me. And in the next second, you looking online and you see some people got their BBL done and they looking good, man. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that you're a bad guy. It means you got all types of different things in your head. That's all. Some of these surgeons are doing just amazing work out here, man. I mean, these guys really they
some
put
of
in the
them are
time
doing
and
bad
the
work.
effort.
Some of them are doing bad work, so y'all should spend that extra money to get the good ones.
Bad work.
Because the bad ones look real
bad work. That's true. That's true.
So this is what I'm talking about, though. Right here. Look at these bars, though, man. Listen, it says, I'm about all the things I be rapping about. Bought a yacht, all the buildings I was trapping out. Bankhead seafood, me and T.I. got apartments in the bluff. I mean, I just don't understand how you could be about all the things you're rapping about. Huh?
You got to say he can't be
a positive landlord.
Exactly.
No.
What do you want him to give the apartments away for free?
No, I'm just saying, dog. This is not his normal rhetoric. When you listen to any Run the Jewels album, it's not the same. This is not the same thing. All right, it's not the same, Doug. He went to capitalist Killer Mike now from Run the Jewels. Ooh la la, or what's the, look at all these slave masters posing on your dollar to capitalist Killer Mike. Don't make sense.
Okay, but people look, man. I'm sorry, it's still America. I'm trying to be rich.
Exactly.
Look, I would hate. I can hate the system while I'm comfortable. I can still talk bad about it while I'm not struggling. You know what I mean?
All right.
I mean,
Well, maybe it's
I think
just.
that's fair. So if that's, but is that your biggest criticism? Because you listen to the beats on here, and I think some of the beats on here are great.
I don't. I listen. I said this about the Michael album originally. I'm over. I was over the Michael album. To me, that album got played out super fast. I thought it was a good album. I'm glad he won his awards. I mean, I support him. He got his critical success. But to me, sometimes this is my issue. Sometimes I feel like underground rappers, they have a rhetoric, right? They say, like screw the industry, screw the system. But then secretly, they just looking for approval anyway, right? And so he gets his approval, and to me, it's like you flip, like, oh look, really, all I wanted was approval, right?
But is he an underground rapper?
Killer Run the Jewels is not underground, but it's not mainstream, is what I mean. It's not non-mainstream. It's not mainstream. No, it's not. It's not mainstream. No.
I think they mainstream.
I don't. Mainstream is not the same as popular. It's not the same thing. All right.
Okay.
But to get to your point about the beats, I think the choir stuff, like I said, Kanye do it, or so many people are doing it now. Like I said, this about the Michael album. To me, it just gets old to me. It's like
okay.
Yeah, I don't know. So
I mean, the South always had some of that like church vibe, and then turn the beats. I mean, Pimp C did that. 3 6 done that before, like that, like this kind of, that's like a Southern tradition. So you kind of flip that stuff. So I don't have too much of a problem with that. Like I didn't get tired of this yet. You're right, because when we heard Michael, I thought it was good, and then I got off it. With this, I like what I said, 3-4 songs on there. If they come on in my car, they sounded real good in my car when these songs came on. So that's good enough, man. That'll work. I mean, that'll do something. I might keep it around. I like the beats on. I thought some of these were really catchy. I thought Higher Level with that little scrappy song in the background or whatever. I mean that chant from Never Ever or whatever. I thought that was cool. I thought that song was real fun when it came on.
So do you think this is an improvement on Michael, or is it? I mean,
I like some of these songs. I don't know if they're gonna hold this thing or hang around, but I like them. The ones I named. I haven't gone back to Michael in a long time, man. So I gotta listen to it again. To see how much I even want to hear or which version I care about more or whatever.
Super Duper says it's better. He thinks it's an improvement. B-Dog, what you think?
This ain't it for me, brother. The beats are pretty good, but it's just, I'm good.
Do you think it's an improvement? Out to me. Is it an improvement on Michael, or you feel like it's not as good?
Shit, I ain't go back to Michael since we listened. I don't know. I feel like when I listened to Michael at the time, I could see how it won a Grammy. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Listen, I'm a Killer Mike fan. I mean, so
I I wasn't impressed by. And another thing that's sad to me is I'm not impressed by any of his rapping either. Really,
I agree with that completely.
He's dumbed down his rapping again. I have an issue with that as well. Again, for someone who your name is Killer Mike, you didn't kill a single mic on this album, right? There's no mics were killed, right? So the thing is, I dislike that. I dislike dumbing it down. I dislike and like I said, I was cool with it for the one album. I don't think this is an improvement. Nothing stood out, insanely to me. The best songs were repeats of old songs, and you could remix it or change the beat or put a little choir, or change this or that. But to me, it's still the same song. So I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of it. But that's just me. But clearly, you like it. Super duper likes it.
I don't know if 4 out of 8. I mean, 4 out of 10 is liking it a ton. But I mean, I thought some of the stuff sounded good in my car, man. But it's like a bonus disc, so I don't know. But these versions sounded better in my car.
All right, well, maybe I'll play it again in my car. Maybe I just, like I said, I was upset when I listened to it and it was like, oh, this is all remixes. Yeah, so I clearly was, because that's just not what I thought it was marketed as. You know, he already did a deluxe.
I didn't see no marketing, man. I only clicked on it because his name was there.
Well, he tweeted, I'm you know, dropping an album. You know that's it. It wasn't I'm dropping a deluxe. He already did a deluxe, so that's what I'm saying. It's milking it to me. He did also another thing. Asked he on Twitter begging for an Eminem feature. How you think about that? What you think of that?
Fire.
Oh, that's probably
like
what, $1 million in your pocket.
Yeah. All right.
I don't know how much money you make from that, but I would assume that that's going to easily get you a platinum plaque.
I like that.
Yeah.
Shoot your shot.
That's capitalist Mike.
Yeah, that's what I see. Yeah, so we're moving
Maybe
on.
he just feels like he works great with one white dude. So he feels like there'd be one white dude and him, and they'll make a good combination.
Nah, you don't want to get outnumbered. All right, so let's move on, man. Our next album, man, we want to talk about. Probably people in the chat probably may not know this album, but Let the Dirt Say Amen. He's been in our chat before. Rapper from DC. He dropped this album last month, and we're just now checking it out, man. He dropped it on July 17th. It's called Love You, I'm Not Sorry. But I don't know if anyone has it. For everyone in the chat, if you haven't heard this album, I think this dude is a very talented rapper. I think this album is very good. But I wanted to know what y'all thoughts are before we move on.
B-Dog, what you think?
Go ahead, Bob. I like it, man. It's cool. It's cool. I'm not sure if I'll listen to it a bunch, but I definitely need to sit with it longer because this is the last album I got to. I'm not gonna lie. I listened to all the bigger names first, so by the time I got to this one, I was kind of tired of having my listening ears on. So,
I gotta hate, man. I gotta hate. I was not feeling this really. I don't really know what it is though. Listening to the songs, I thought like dude had good parts of songs, but like not even. It wasn't even like I liked a verse and then I didn't like a verse. I felt like he had like a good 4 and then like some just mid stuff around the verse and then another good like really cool part of the verse. And then something like that. I feel like that happened to me on like every track, but I did like BCD Tofu House.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was it?
And just before we move on, because like I know what you mean on that, like because even on like the BCD Tofu House, like he starts telling like a story, even like about like woman and like in a relationship and stuff like that, and like then he switches topics a lot, it's like because I got interested in the story, and then like, but it's not like a story song, so it's like just switches topics, but I think. One of the things that I thought was interesting, how he always like uses like usually uses some kind of like wordplay and switches topics like on like, what he'll make a bar, about, whatever, somebody's name or whatever. He has some punchline and then they switch topics, to the other like meaning of the thing. So I thought that, in that sense, it was good.
I was laughing on Glass Zippo, how the fake ass what you call came on there. Keisha Plum, fake ass Keisha Plum, Queen Walla. You know what I'm saying? She did that same shit that Keisha Plum do on all them West Side songs. I was like, look at this chick doing the spoken word shit after West Side, like Keisha Plum, man. There was other stuff I just thought was like, I was cool. I didn't hate it, but I
rap for sure. You got talent.
Well, so this is. I'm surprised. I feel like both of you listen to it again. Because I thought for sure this would be up your alley. This is why I was asking y'all, like, y'all listen to it yet? Y'all listen to it yet? Because to me, the production choices he makes on this, a lot of it is the to me the more production you usually like. Like the more rock varsity style. There's a lot of to me those type of sample loops. Or I don't know, like I don't know how to describe.
I don't think this is. I don't want to. This is not close to Rock Marcy style.
I like you like the production. Okay,
I thought the production was cool. I didn't dislike the production. I don't. Like I said, man, if you, I don't know what I would say is the real problem here. Why these songs didn't connect. Maybe if I listen to them some more, maybe I would like them some more. I gave this a burn, and I was like, yeah. Like I was trying to find songs to like. I wasn't really feeling them.
Okay, well, listen, I know you. Listen, hey, this is what we do here. Give our honest opinions. So I think this album is super dope. I like he uses lots of different flows. I thought Spraytona 500 was one of the ones I like. It's more upbeat song. I enjoy that more. I like BCD Tofu House. My least favorite song was probably the Whammy Heist, but he won a Whammy Award. Is what I found out, which is a award for DC local artists there. So he's clearly got some buzz from his hometown. We were just talking about DC the other day. I think, like I said, I think he's super dope. I think as far as lyrically, to me, he's rapping super well on this album. I thought
super well.
I thought he was rapping very well, especially like on "Who Killed Fendi."
I don't want to hate on somebody that's out there chasing, trying to make it, man. I don't know what his status is. Let the dirt say amen. Props to him, but this not. Do you saying this is super great out? We're rapping.
I think this. I think as far as lyricism goes, he's only this year. He probably only be second to Lupe and Makam. As far as bars go, to me. You listen to it again, dog. Listen to it again. I feel like you didn't listen to it again, dog. For real. I'm just saying.
I don't know about that, dog. I don't know about all that, dog.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest. You might be right, but that's just a lot of glaze to put on somebody so new. Like that's crazy to say. God damn, that's crazy.
I'm just being honest, dog. I'm not trying to hype it up something or something. I just think that he had a lot of bars on here. I thought there was a lot of great bars on here.
I did again. I heard some parts of some verses, but to me, I didn't hear not one Fire 16. So okay. I guess I just missed what you seeing.
So I hear you. So you saying, is it just like you said that constant subject matter change that bothers you, or is it?
I don't know if that's the issue, man. But again, like I don't want to overly criticize somebody that's at a different stage in their career. Like I don't really know this guy, so maybe he's far into his career. Maybe it's his 8th album, but I saw like 3 albums pop up, so I don't want to overly criticize.
So I understood this.
I wasn't feeling it.
This is third album.
We talked about this last week.
Yes, Super Duper. You weren't here last week, but we definitely talked about that DJ Muggs and Raz Fresco. I'd encourage anybody in the chat to check out Let the Dirt Say It, man. I like his last album, God Hates Gucci, even more personally. But I really like this album, especially like I said, especially the more I listen to it, the more I like it, honestly. I think if you listen to it again, I'm gonna check in next week. Especially if there's not that much music dropping. I think this week we got a Logic album to hate on, and that's about it. Go ahead, but dog, what did you say?
I said I'm put Let the Dirt Say Amen in the headphones this week for sure. I'm gonna go back because he does rap well, so I don't want to make it seem like dude ain't got no talent.
I don't want to make it seem like that either.
All right, people saying to play. Let me see. I don't know. Dude may not want me to play his music, but we'll see. Maybe we put people on. He won't be bothered by it. Let me because I think the inverse is the best. Wait, hold on.
Let's see. Oh, we're getting a Benny album too this week.
What? Oh, that's gonna be trash.
This album is not
All right.
playing, by the
So
way.
I don't know. Let me can y'all hear? Can y'all gotta tell me in the chat? Y'all hear it when I play it like that? But I
No.
thought. I mean, I know y'all can't hear. I'm talking about the people in
No,
the
I'm
chat.
listening to our pod on YouTube. I couldn't hear it.
Oh, okay. All right. So let me fix that there. I gotta fix that. Let's see. Well, I gotta figure out how you play it. So let's move on then. While I give it a chance before. But
We
let's
got any
see
more
here.
topics?
So I wanted to talk about another thing that we didn't get to talk about last week. So Ninth Wonder on Twitter. And while we're talking about this, I'm gonna see if I can pull up the music on here. But Ninth Wonder on Twitter, man, he heard that Common and Pete Rock album. We talked about that album on here as well, plenty. But he heard it and he was saying that this album is a reason why we need a different genre for hip hop, right? He was saying that we need an adult contemporary section or genre for hip hop, right? Because obviously that album's got a traditional sound that many things that are labeled hip hop don't sound anything like, right? Q-Tip also commented on it as well. He didn't like the title adult contemporary. He said it could be considered traditional or something else. But my
That's what
thoughts
I
were,
always use. I always use traditional.
what y'all? Yeah, that was my question. What y'all thoughts on what y'all thoughts on just genres in hip hop? Like, should we have subgenres, or should everything just be labeled hip hop?
No, it should have subgenres. Just like they got 50 subgenres of rock, it's the same thing, man.
Yeah,
Just
exactly. I'm fine with
rappers.
that.
Yeah, we've been around longer. I mean, less time. So now you see it branched out different directions. It'll branch out to some more in the future, and those should be there should be a traditional, like when you see, especially like these award shows, especially like the rap award shows, like any like a BT hip hop awards. To me, they should have 50 different categories, and it should be different stuff. If it's hip hop awards, they probably should have somebody who did some fire graffiti. They probably should have somebody who's a great break dancer. They probably should have some great DJs. They probably should have the best lyricists. They probably should have the best 16. They probably should have the best beat. They probably should have, it should be awards for a lot of stuff in hip hop, not just like a couple things. There should be an album. There should be a non-rapping ass album where dudes just making noises. There should be whatever categories you want to make. I don't know what you want to call them. I really don't care. But there's a lot more to the culture and the genre than one particular type, and that's cool. So when they had those type of things, they should recognize all the different people in the different lanes. Should be a top indie artist, because we not industry locked. But I get why that don't exist. But that's how it should be. We should have a real hip hop body, like they have a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. We should have a real hip hop Hall of Fame. I thought they were building one, but they should have their own panel of hip hop greats and legends, and not just old dudes, but it could be younger people as well, but legends of different styles. And they should vote on who's in, and they should have an award show with the different styles, different, like I said, it should be 16 of the year or verse of the year from a rapper. There should be a real award for that. That'd be dope. People could debate it. The categories are X, Y, and Z. Best vibe song, best hype song, best, I don't know, mental health song. I don't give a shit what you call them, but different stuff, different rappers, different things, going for different things. You know what I'm saying? Because I think all that's important.
I agree. There should be different categories, but my question is, do you think that separating the genres would, like, I don't know, do you think that would separate the audience too much? Like, for instance, not as many people would be checking for maybe, say, certain genres as another, and then you don't get the same exposure as if you just label everything hip hop. then
But
maybe
we
you reach
already
more people.
separated. We separated on our own. Like I mean, you
Exactly.
know, I go up to people all the time. They and they ask me, "Oh, what you into? What you do? What you like to do?" I'm like, "Yo, I love hip hop, man. We can talk about it all day. I watch 50 podcasts a week about it. I love to listen to it. I got my own podcast about it." And they'd be like, "Oh yeah," I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "For sure." They're like, "What you listen to?" I'm like, "Boldy James." I don't know who that is. Who you listening to? I'm listening to XYZ Lil Stupid. And I'm like, oh, okay. Never heard of that dude. And then it's like we on a whole different planet. His algorithm got a bunch of white dudes with dreads. My algorithm got a whole different look and style. So it's not the same, man. And that's okay. That's all right. Like I don't get mad about that. I'm not like salty about that. I just think that the industry is gonna push a certain type of thing. Like these women. The women artists, all they do is show their ass. They should have a category that's women that's not showing their ass. Women that's actually rapping.
Yeah.
You can still
I
show
don't
your
know
ass, but
about
can you
that.
actually rap? You know what I mean? And that way they get some shine or whatever. Especially like I said, if it's about hip hop, if it's about industry stuff and what's gonna sell records, then that's how you get the Grammys or whatever it is.
Yeah, I agree. Listen, I agree with you that we are already separated. People have been having subgenres for the longest time, whether it's what even if it's like even in the blog, whether it's back rap or whatever it is that people
And that was early.
separated
That's
us. That was
when
early.
we separated like three ways. It was like it was the same, and then it was gangster and backpack and mainstream, and there was underground people always, and then they had every
Mhm.
city had their own vibe. Like so, New Orleans got
Mm-hmm.
bounce, and this area might have this thing, and
Right.
they get different vibes in the different cities. So there's always been different genres like that, trunk rattling southern type music where you got to have it's really about like high sound in your car. That's different, than what other people doing. That's all right.
Yeah. So, but do you think like okay, so they did this in rock, right? Rock music had there's metal and there's punk and there's classic and there's all these different genres. But do you think that helped the genre or hurt it? Because rock is pretty
Who
much
cares?
dead now.
I
Who
don't think it does
cares?
either. Yeah. I think your playlist already separates music anyway. When you play a
Right.
playlist, it's gonna have the same vibe, type of music in that playlist, and you switch playlists from that sound to another sound. It's
Right.
already separated.
I
I
agree.
was
It's
that.
already separate. You're already going to find the music that you want, that your algorithm wants you to find. But if you separate
Yeah.
the genres, what I'm saying is that the genre as a whole suffers for it. Right now, there'll be hip hop records on at the top. People will be into hip hop. It's popular. But if you separate the genres, then only a certain type of hip hop will be getting the praise, and then the other hip hop
You
will.
already like that
But
anyway.
I'm about to say that's not the genres either. That's the industry stuff. The
But what I'm
industry will
saying
put
is,
whatever at the top is gonna get spins or whatever.
what I'm saying is that when people talk about hip hop, right? People talk about hip hop
Hmm.
right now. They say it's the whatever most popular genre or whatever, stuff like that. Okay, everything's just hip hop right now, right? People talk about hip
Hmm.
hop all the time, where it's this battle and stuff like that. If you separate the genres, then it's only a certain genre that's going to be hot, right? It's going to be whatever is hot at that time. But hip hop as a whole, the culture as a whole, will be separated, right? Not everyone can claim that victory anymore. So you get what I'm saying? Like when there's a number one
Yeah.
hip hop record, right? The whole culture can't claim it if we separate genres. You can't. Everyone can't
But I
claim it.
don't
Oh
claim
It'd
it.
be like,
I don't claim it.
okay.
They say they put like Hotline Bling in the hip hop category. Like
yeah.
that's not like nah. Like what are we talking about? Just because a rapper made it, they say it's hip hop. But that's nothing like what other people listening to in other places and other styles, and that's fine. Like
It's still gonna be
I
plain
just
though.
don't
I don't get
care.
that. Hmm.
The genre
If
is not the reason either. It's the artist. Are they signed to a major label? That's the only real difference that they care about.
So Matt said this. What is even traditional music? It's always been diverse. even that. Like, how do we
Traditional hip
classify
hop
the genre?
is 16s. May or may not have a hook. Certain types of beats, you know it when you hear it, man. I mean, you can act like you don't know it, but you know it when you hear it, man.
Yeah. I think the hardest part is just gonna be to define it, like the melodic stuff and like if a rapper has one singing hook, is it gonna be a melodic song now? Like that's the only thing that'll be tough about it, but I think it should happen. I think it'd be a good thing actually. So the old hip
Yeah,
hop
man.
heads can stop talking to these young kids about how they shit suck and just let them have their own category.
I already do that,
Yeah.
but their shit sucks. I'm gonna keep saying that too, because them niggas is trash. I mean, like, what you want me to do? Lie to the kids? I try to tell kids the truth and guide them to the right way. They lost, they young, you know what I'm saying? But I can help them out and maybe save some lives, touch some souls. Like, hey, son, here's a Griselda album. You ever heard Fly God?
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shower Shoe Lords come on. Change your whole day up, man. You turn that stupid shit where you doing this over and over, turn that Shower Shoe Lords on, get you right, man.
Speaking of that bomb song on Vultures 2 is fire. Konnichiwa. Yeah, that shit go
No, that
hard.
song is terrible. That song was
That shit
And look how
absolutely
was
you hating on little
hard.
terrible.
girls. Wow. That's how you get down. You hate on 8-year-olds.
Yeah,
Trash.
that shit was hard.
Yes.
Man,
I'm
nah,
hating.
man. No, I love it. You know why? Black people taking somebody else's culture. You know what I'm saying?
Konnichiwa.
White people be taking our culture all the time, but now we taking somebody's culture.
That's not okay. All right. I'm gonna try one more time to see if y'all can hear when I play this song real quick. Shout out to Let the Dirt Say Man, and then we gonna ride out of here, man. I appreciate everybody in the chat for rocking with us. Let me see if this works. If not, then I'll have to figure it out another time. I'm not used to playing. I've never done this before on the stream, so let's see. Y'all let me know if you can hear it from it.
Let's see.
Can you?
Oh, I didn't see the
Oh
video
no,
for this.
it just started playing. Hold on, let's see. I don't hear nothing yet.
No, you can't hear it?
No.
All right. Well, you can check it out later.
All right. Well, my bad. I'll have to figure that out later, man. I apologize,
Let me,
guy, but definitely shout out to him. We gonna figure out the technical, how to do music while we
we gonna tell you to go find it yourself, man.
Yeah, go
find it your damn self.
Next week they say we're getting a Benny album this week, Larry June album, a Logic album.
Logic, excited for that. I know you excited for that.
And I think that's about the only people I care about. There's a lot of more albums coming out, but I think those are
there's more than
three
that.
Three or
that's
four.
Not bad. I'm good on the Logic, but I'm interested to see what Larry June got.
Yeah,
for sure.
And I'm ready to
see one of the best albums
last year. Be a throwaway album.
Who is it?
He would be the biggest loser of the year if J. Cole didn't kill himself on stage.
That's true. That's true. Nobody talking about that Benny album.
But
Benny about to what? So Benny album this week? You said another Benny album? Oh, the Summertime Butch. Yeah, that's a terrible name for an album.
Yeah,
right. Like I'm hating off Rip.
That sounds like an ugly lesbian outside with a tank top on. Yeah,
I'm hating off Rip, dog. Yeah. Are you? You said it's Benny, but who else was it that I was about to comment on?
Larry June.
Oh yeah, does it say who's producing it?
Nah.
No,
we don't do research here. Do your own research, man.
All right,
see the name on the list on the website. Say it come out tomorrow.
I don't know. I'm just saying his last album was Ricardo, and then like I didn't know if it was like a whole producer album like that. So I'm definitely gonna check it out regardless. But all right, man.
Don't say. Okay, yeah.
We're excited to talk about it all next week, man. We'll definitely appreciate everybody for rocking with us, and we'll catch y'all next time, man. Peace.